I'm Christine. Welcome. This is Christine Sews a Lot, where I talk about all things sewing. Today I am wearing the Nico top by True Bias. I can't remember where I purchased this fabric. I have paired it with my Clio Pinafore from Tilly and the Buttons, and I do remember where this fabric came from. This is a fine wale baby cord that I purchased from A&E Fabric in Pensacola. This fabric was a dream to sew. It washes really well, no fading despite lots and lots of wear, and it needs very little ironing when it comes out of the dryer. So it has the trifecta. If I can find it again at A&E, I will purchase some more, and I will definitely make note of the manufacturer. I want to start off with the big thing going on in our lives. Charlie and I are moving. We are a full day drive away from most of our family and 2 days drive from some family members. We're moving to Charleston, South Carolina area, which is where I'm from, and that will put us very, very close to some family and closer to other family members. While I'm looking forward to living and being close to family, I'm not looking forward so much to the whole selling the house, packing up, and moving thing. It'll all be good, and I'm sure it's not going to take much time. But that means I'm going to have some changes to my sewing because you can't be showing a house and sewing the way I normally do. I'm going to be batch cutting out because I do all of my cutting at the dining room table. So I'm going to batch cut, batch sew, and I'm going to be mainly sewing in the early morning hours so that I keep the house show ready. I'm also going to have to spend more time with all of the things that go along with moving, but it's all good. So I've already started batch cutting, and let me show you what I'm working on. I have behind me 4 pairs of Hudson pants all cut out. I've cut out 3 mini Hudsons in sizes 8, 5, and 3. And then I have a new pair for my husband cut out. So for the boys, I have cut 2 of the pants out in this denim colored White Star French navy that I purchased from So English, and I'll link that below. For my astronaut space loving boy, I have I've cut out, I haven't sewn it yet, a pair of Hudson pants out of this panda knot fabric that I think is just totally adorable. I really think he's going to enjoy that. Now for my husband, he wears the Hudson pants to sleep in, and I thought he would enjoy a cozier pair. And the 2 pairs that I sewed him last January have been worn constantly since I sewed them, so they're showing a little bit of wear. So this next pair I am going to sew up in this fleeceback French terry. It's a more substantial weight than the cotton jersey of his previous pairs. I got this fabric from Hearts Fabric. Love their fabrics. I have been so happy with everything I've purchased from them, really high quality. So I think Charlie's going to enjoy this more sturdy, snuggly pair of pants, but I'm going to make a few changes to make them an even better fit that he'll enjoy more. So let me show you. I think this was the second pair I sewed from. I sewed them both in the same day. But these are his beloved, well-worn Hudson pants. I sewed them in a cotton jersey, and this is a New York themed cotton jersey from Staff of France. The colors were much more vibrant when I first made the pants, and I will say they faded very quickly to the colors you see now. Plus, they have been washed repeatedly since this pair is a year old. So the changes I'm going to make are predominantly in the waistband. I used a non-roll elastic, which if you can see, particularly here, has rolled. It's rolled in half. And when I inserted it, I sewed it down at all of the seams to hopefully keep it from rolling. And it just rolls, and I think a couple of things contributing to the rolling is that I did not have elastic wide enough, and so the casing is much wider than the elastic. So I'm going to use a more appropriate sized elastic, and then I'm going to be sewing the elastic down all the way around. I saw Michelle from Sewing Bunny do this, and if I can find the video where she explained what she did, I will link it below. But basically, she did some test stitching on the fabric she was using, the elastic she was inserting, to see what stitch length to sew so that it wouldn't pop the stitches as you expand the waistband to put it on. So that's a change I'm going to make, and the other change I'm making is to the cuff on the bottom. Now, I had Charlie try these on before, I had him try the cuffs on before I sewed them to the pants, and he thought they were fine. But as he's worn them, he has not complained, but he has mentioned that the cuff is wider than he would like. And so I'm going to be making an adjustment there. Now, this is where future Christine was very happy with past Christine, because he mentioned this pretty soon after I had made the pants, and I had already taken one of the cuffs off and cut it down in size. So I made a note on my pattern. I made a note that when I made the second pair, I reduced the ankle cuff by 1 inch, and then after I reduced the cuff by 1 inch, I took 1.5 inch seam allowance. So I want to save my precious ribbing and not waste it, and also I want to make a better fit out the gate. So I traced out a new pattern piece where I reduced it in size, and I made a note to use a 1/2 inch seam allowance when I close up this cuff, and I will definitely make the cuff and have them try the cuff on before I attach it to the pant legs. So those are some changes I'm making to Charlie's pair. I do like to, when I batch cut out, clip the fabric to the pattern piece. I use these hairpins, and I find that really helpful. It helps to keep fabric, particularly these knits, from curling and going out of place, and it helps me remember what is what. So they're all cut out, they're clipped, and ready to sew. The only thing is I left all of my ribbing at my parents' house. I brought some sewing stuff both to work on and some things to leave in their basement so my sewing room wouldn't be as cluttered when we're showing the house while it's for sale. And I left all of my ribbing at my parents' house. So I'm going to sew these up, and the next time I visit Mom and Daddy, I will do the cuffs and finish those off. So that's our big news of what's going on here. Hopefully you won't see too many changes to the channel while the house is for sale. In March, I'm going to be participating in a really fun sewing challenge. I am participating in #SewFrugal22. Sam from Frugalissima and Rand from the Yorkshire Sew Girl are sponsoring this challenge over on Instagram. I'm going to link both of their YouTube channels below. Over 70 YouTubers are participating in helping to promote this challenge. My video will be posted on March 2nd. But basically, the challenge is about sustainability and using free things. So you use a free pattern for a garment, not an accessory, not a garment for an animal, a garment for a person. Could be an adult, could be a child. And you use fabric from your stash, fabric you already have, you're not purchasing new fabric, to sew up this free pattern. It's giveaway time. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to my channel, who has liked and commented and interacted in any way. I appreciate it, and it helps my channel to grow. So to celebrate passing 1,000 subscribers, I am running a giveaway. Now I'm making it really simple, and I'm going to have all of the rules down below, but I've made my notes so I don't forget to talk about the important things with this giveaway. This giveaway is not sponsored by anyone and has no affiliation with YouTube. They have no responsibility for this giveaway. It's all me. The prize was purchased with my own money, and the prize is a €40 electronic gift card from Beyond the Pink Door. I wanted to give a gift card of a fabric voucher from an independent fabric store that ships internationally. I'm going to link Beyond the Pink Door's YouTube channel and the website below so you can take a look. They are not sponsoring this, but I really do love Andrea. So I'm linking that below. How to enter. Really simple. Leave a comment on this video and name 3 of your favorite sewing YouTube channels to follow. That's it. The contest will be open from February 23rd, 2022 and closes end of day U.S. Central Time, March 2nd, 2022. 1 entry per person, and it will be a random drawing. The winner will be announced as soon as practicable after the closing of the contest. And the winner has 5 days to contact me once the winner is announced in order to collect their prize. In the event that the winner does not respond and contact me about the prize, another randomly selected winner will be awarded the prize. And I'm linking all of this down below. So thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Bye.